All right, welcome everyone to Team Call tonight. Jamie Haskin here, Diamond Ambassador, and really excited to dive into this topic tonight with you guys. I titled it a vision-driven leader, and just talking about not only where you are going, but who you are bringing with you, or even if you are going anywhere at all in this business, right? So we're going to talk about vision tonight. First of all, though, before we get started on that, I want to address the word leader. And I don't want anyone to get hung up on this word before we even get started. So I'm guessing there's several of you on here who are already thinking this or might have thought this in the past that, I'm not a leader, or maybe you have fallen in the comparison game of looking at others and, saying, well, this person is a great leader, that I could never be like that person. So first of all, stop it right there. And I've been there. I know many people, many leaders on this call have been there. I didn't see myself as a leader when I first started, but I did not let that stop me. I didn't dwell on it. I moved forward anyway. And I didn't know how I would become a leader. I just moved forward. And spoiler alert, with that, I was a leader far before I felt like I was one. I was muted. Okay. Hopefully I wasn't muted for a long time, was I? Okay, good. I was a leader far before I felt like one, before I would even have given myself that label, before I felt like I was a good leader even. So personal growth is a big thing with that. There is only one me. There's only one Brooke Hemingway. There's only one Fallon Black, Sue Young. There's only one John Maxwell. There's only one Alexandra, Anna, Becky, anyone on this call. Okay. So God created you, period. And that is empowering enough right there. God did. Okay. So leadership is simply a skill set that you can develop. How fast you want to develop it is up to you. So if you want to be a better leader, read leadership books and put them into practice. Do action steps there. Okay, so vision. Do you know where you are going? Not where you can go with Plexus. Okay, I'm not asking if you know the ranks, if you know the compensation plan. I'm not asking if you know what's attainable. I'm asking, do you know where you are going? If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to bring people with you? So maybe you are thinking, okay, I'll try and get to gold, or Ruby would be nice. So first of all, that's a great goal. And actually, it's a great thought, right? Because if this is your goal, then actually claim it. Don't say it would be nice, right? Claim it. We're here for you. That's awesome. I'm not taking away from that. But I want to talk big vision today. So if you want more and you're stuck around, I'll try and do this, or that would be nice, and you're focused on gold or ruby, and that's where your vision stops, then that is what you are going to attract, or less. So if this is what you're talking about, if this is what you're thinking about, this is what you're going to attract when you are bringing others into the opportunity. And that's even assuming if you are talking about more than the products. If you are not talking to others about the opportunity, then you won't have people linking arms with you in this business. If you are only talking about getting your products paid for, then you will likely only get people who want to get their products paid for. If you are talking to others about going to the top, about diamond, about sharing your big vision, then how do you think that will change? You will bring people to the top with you. Okay. So what is your vision? What is your belief? It will 100% affect your posture when you're talking to prospects and your current team members. What you say, how you say it, that is going to matter. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want me to come with you to your favorite restaurant in town, and because you love the food and you want a hangout night, whatever it is, but either one, you do not even invite me. Okay. I can't go with you if you don't invite me. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Genevieve would say. So you got to invite. Number two, if you downplay it all and your posture is small and you're saying like, oh yeah, if you want to hang out sometime, and you're averting eye contact and you sound like you're mumbling, like you don't sound like you want to hang out with me. Like maybe they're just saying it out of obligation. This person doesn't really want to hang out with me. Or you're talking about this favorite restaurant and you're mumbling and you don't really seem excited. I'm probably not going to believe you that it was all that great. Or you don't even believe it, right? So what is your posture? Where's your vision? Where's your belief? You do not have to have already been there to have big belief and big vision. You guys, Christina said this several times on a couple of things I heard her talk about for calls. If we talk about our faith a lot, right? So if you are a Christian, a follower of Christ, you know you're going to heaven. You don't have to see heaven to know you're going there, right? You have the vision, you have the belief. So I'm not talking about you have to have been there to have this big vision and belief. Right now, where you're at, silver, just brand spanking new yesterday, whatever it is. So talking big belief in Plexus, I'm talking about what this is, that it's possible, that you're going there, and that others can and will go with you too. You don't have to know when. Everyone's timeline is different. You don't have to have no one has a crystal ball, right? You don't have to know when. You don't have to know who you're bringing with you, just that you are bringing others with you. Michael Hyatt says, it's not enough to have vision, and it's not enough for your vision to be clear. So it's not enough to have vision. It's not enough for your vision to be clear. For vision to be effective, it must be powerful enough to shake off complacency and replace it with a motivation to take action. So a vision that fails to inspire will surely expire, he also says. So does your vision inspire? Does it inspire you? Does it inspire others? We have the products, we have the company, we have the business model, we have the compensation plan, you guys. We have the tools to get there. If you need more knowledge on that, go look for it. We have the strategy, right? The train is leaving the station, but do you know where it's going? How are you going to help someone get on the train if you can't tell them where it's going? Why would you even want to get on the train if you don't know where you're going? And maybe a better question yet, why would you want to stay on the train if you don't know where you're going? Okay, strategy is important. The company, these products, this is all part of your train, but you're in the right place, but you have to know where you're going. There's an order to strategy and vision, and it is not strategy first. Okay, because without vision, Michael Hyatt also says this, without vision, no strategy will save you. And what I mean by this is we can have the tools, we can have the systems, everything that you can be successful with is with Plexus right here, right? We've seen it. Diamonds have gone there. They've led the way. They've laid the footprints, right? They've gone to the top. So you have that to go to the top. But if there is not vision first, a clear vision is going to be what's going to evoke your why, right? It's going to be where you're going. It's going to inspire and motivate not only you, but others. And systems won't be enough when things get difficult, when there needs to be a choice between working in your free time, or when things are uncomfortable, or when things are stressful, or when things are just plain hard. The strategy alone will not be enough, and it will lose every single time. You're going to jump off the train, or you're going to fall off, and you will not have a reason to get back on. But if the vision is led first before the strategy, if the vision is powerful, then you will get through those tough times. You will make the hard decisions. You will shake off the complacency, and you will fail, you will fall, and you will get back up again, right? You will learn through the failures because you'll be growing through that, right? We grow through the failures, and that's why we succeed. You will know that there is no stinking way that you're getting off this train, because you know where you know where you're going, right? You're not going to get off. You know where you are going. That's the end game. Doesn't matter what happens in between. You're going. So do me a favor and give yourself permission to envision your ideal future before dwelling on how you will get there. Because only then will you be on your way to putting your vision before the strategy. So slow down on your thinking. So where are you going? Have you pictured it? Have you really, really imagined what that would look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? So do me a favor, close your eyes, give me a second. I don't care if you've done this before. If this is your first time, close your eyes and think for a second. If time and money were no object, what would life look like? What does your day look like? Who are you with? What are you doing? What does your house look like? Where are you living? Are you traveling? Are you going on vacation? Are you giving back in a certain way? Are you funding an organization? Are you starting an organization? Are you living debt-free? What are you driving? Are you creating additional streams of income? What memories are you making? What are you not worrying about anymore? Now think about Plexus being that vehicle for you. You're going to the top because you can and because you choose to, because you have a vision for what this is looking like for you and for the people you are bringing with you. So as your eyes are closed, think, who are you bringing with you? How do their lives look different? How many people's health journeys have you impacted? What does that look like? Someone's off their meds. Someone's no longer struggling with anxiety. There's no more debilitating pain. Someone's smiling more. Someone has energy to play with their kids more. Someone's making healthier choices so that that will give them a better quality of life for their future, for their 10 years from now. Someone's not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. Imagine the ripple effect you are creating. What's your vision, friends? You can open your eyes. So vision, belief. Don't miss this important foundation for growing your business. And if you are thinking right now, Jamie, that sounds great, but I don't know if I believe it for me. I don't know if I believe that that can happen for me. So if you haven't already gotten a pen and paper, get one now. I want you to listen, listen. First of all, we're not waiting for life to happen to us, right? You're right. This isn't something that can just happen to you. Everything we're talking about here is based around what you want and choose to believe, to create the skills you can develop. You can create and develop the skills for your life. You don't have to wait for life to happen to you. God made each of you with talents and gifts and to be productive and to thrive, right? He created you in his image. So second, belief can be built. If you don't believe in yourself, products, network marketing, this company, those are all the key areas that you need massive belief in right now, okay? If you don't believe or you're weaker in one area than another, then do something about it. It's something that can be changed. It can be built 120%. So products, learn more about them, educate yourself, watch videos, read articles, look at the ingredients, read testimonies, do for yourself, do positive affirmations, personal growth. And don't say, yeah, I've heard this before. Okay. I know you guys have. And if you're new, maybe you haven't, but if you have, I know you've heard it before, but I'm telling you, do it. Read Switch on Your Brain. Okay. Read the book. Say, I'm an influential leader who adds value and has big vision. I know where I'm going. I'm bringing others with me. Make a vision board, put it on your phone. Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Educate yourself on this business model and your long-term vision with this and what you really have at your fingertips. Talk to your upline. I'm not just saying these things for you to think, okay, that's a great idea. If a month from now you are still feeling the exact same way, then guess what? You probably are going to be hung up on the same things because you didn't do some of the things I just said. So do something, put action to this, okay? Literally do these things. Pick one, start with one, then do another one. Be hungry for change. It doesn't happen by you staying the same way that you are right now. We all have to work on ourselves. And it doesn't just come from one great call that you listen to or simply by listening to great ideas, right? We have to put them into action. And most importantly, take action as you work on these things. So my belief is much different than the day one that I signed up with Plexus. Anybody else can comment in there too. I don't know if your belief has changed. Mine sure has. But I did not wait for my belief to change, okay? Or my belief to be there to take action. I did not wait for that. I took action right away, and my belief was built as I did things intentionally. So you have to be intentional with it, but it doesn't mean stop what you're doing and hold off and I have to fix something first, okay? All right, back to a vision-driven leader. You have the vision and you are sharing it with others, with your team, with new people you are talking to daily. It's not convincing people. It's not feeling like you're desperate to get someone on board. If you are worried about this, circle back to your belief and vision and build on it, right? So it is asking more questions and doing more listening than talking. If ask other people these questions, if time and money were no object, what would your life look like right now? 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Okay. Talk to your prospects about that. Talk to your team members about that. Engage with them, ask questions back, connect with them. Can you relate to what they're saying? Do you know somebody else, another, diamond or diamond duck that can relate to what they're saying that you can send them or connect them with? Make it about them if you're sharing your vision, but you're sharing it in a way that relates to them, right? So how can you connect with their pain points, with how this can make a difference for them, right? Your posture is strong. What characteristics do they have that would make them great at this, right? Tell them, be excited and be confident and tell them, if they have, great influence, or they just have a personality that's attractive, or they have hard work and good ethic, good work ethic, tell them the things that are some of their strengths. That goes a long way. Do not be attached to the outcome. If you know your vision and where you're going, you guys, some people are going to come with you and some aren't. Plain and simple, right? It doesn't mean we give up on people. It doesn't mean that, someone doesn't come right away or whatever and you give up. No, I mean, obviously a no is not necessarily no right now. They don't know what you know. They're not ready, whatever the set of circumstances, but it doesn't mean that we're attached to the outcome, because we have our vision. The train's going, we're on it, right? People can hop on or they can hop off, but your train's going. So one no, or some people telling you no, is not going to affect where you are going. You're going to find the people who want to go with you, and you're going to find them because you're going to open your mouth and talk about it, and you're going to share the vision. You're going to have that vision for yourself and that belief, and you're going to share that with other people. Get on the phone as much as possible. It's a tip for you. Have a conversation, build a relationship. If you are going into a business with someone, right, and you have this vision for $1 million legacy business, wouldn't you, or someone had this vision for you, right? And they're talking to you about it. Wouldn't you want to be on the phone with them to talk about this? Like, this is kind of a big deal, right? So get on the phone, talk to people, talk about the big picture, the big vision here. Use three-way calls, use your upline, involve them. That was super, super powerful for me. I still remember that conversation to this day that I had with Tiffany Fallon when I first started. So use your upline, get on those three-way calls. So let's talk about setting up expectations. When we are talking about big vision with people, there's a difference between how we speak and how we're setting up expectations for this. So remember earlier we talked about how we're sharing, and that matters, right? If we talk about getting our products paid for, we're likely going to get people who have goals to get their products paid for. And that's great. I'm not knocking that. That's awesome, especially for wholesalers and for people who, aren't ready to go all the way. Get them a few wins, those things. That's awesome. Accountability partners, right? If you talk about working in the nooks and crannies, and that's what you're talking to people about, or you're talking about just putting up one post or sharing with just a few people, you're likely going to maybe get some people to do that. But if that's where that stops, or that's all that you're leading with, then that's where that stops. Okay. So you might develop some silvers. That's great. Okay. Not knocking this, but if you have big vision to get to the top, to diamond, if you have big vision for where you're going with this, and you want to bring people with you and you want to help change their lives financially as well, we're changing people's lives with our health stuff, 100%. But if we want to do some stuff with finances and you believe big in people, we can't believe big in people and just share small things, right? If you believe that someone would do amazing with this, you wouldn't just tell them that they could get their products paid for, right? So that has to match. If you want, let me see, I lost track of my notes here. I was just talking. Okay. If you, yep, I just said that. Okay. You can't play it small. So we have simple systems and we have incredible tools, but I want to point this out. It's not necessarily easy. I think we can get so caught up with wanting to maybe get that quick win or get somebody on board and not say something too much. So we say, oh, it's easy. You can just share a little bit here or do the nooks and crannies. And yes, it could be easy if your goal is to get to silver or get your products paid for. Sure, that could be fairly easy. But if you want to talk big vision and getting to the top, it's not easy, you guys. It takes hard work. It takes grit. It takes determination. It takes picking yourself up from your bootstraps and failing and going through. Like, it takes work. You're building $1 million business here. You're looking at a legacy business. You're looking at maybe retiring a spouse. You're looking at maybe replacing an income. Okay. If you're going to be making the salary of a doctor, you're going to put in the work. Okay. Doctors go to school for a very long time. They put in a lot of work. Now, we can make our own hours. We have flexibility. We have perks. We have awesome things. We love what we do. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to take work. So we would not have someone come into this business and tell them that they can go to the top and do amazing things and then say, oh yeah, you can just do the nooks and crannies and it's super easy. And, just put up this one post. Like, you're not setting them up right, you guys. You're not. Okay. It has to match. I'm losing track of my notes. Okay. Backpedal 1 second. I want to say this before I forget. I talked about it takes failing and getting back up, right? Failing is not a destination. Let me quick point that out. Failing is not a destination. It's not the end of the line unless you want it to be. And if you decide to stop trying, failing is a part of your entire life. It's a part of learning as we go. We fall down when we were learning to walk as kids, right? Successful people fail their way to the top. Jeff Olson, Slight Edge, we just read that, the first 2 chapters of the book. If you haven't joined us yet, hop on book club. You need this book. You need to be on book club. Anyway, you're going to learn through it. You're going to keep going. If you're going to let it stop you and let it become your final destination, then that's you choosing to miss out on what you can learn from it and how you can grow because of it. There are life lessons that we are going to learn through failing that we cannot learn without failing. If it was a smooth road to diamond, we would not learn the things that we need to learn to be a diamond, okay? Or, you apply this to anything in life. You guys, we have to go through hard things in life to learn them, to be able to better help other people, maybe when they're going through something. God uses us in big ways, in many different ways. And it's not because life is pretty all the time and perfect all the time and easy all the time. God never said it's going to be easy. This is not supposed to be easy. This legacy business is worth working hard for, friends. Okay. But only if you know where you're going. If your vision is small, it's not worth working hard to get your products paid for. If you're casting vision that's small to others, it might not be worth working hard for them to make a few $100. It might not be. They might want a few $100, but working hard and putting that determination grit in might not be worth it. So share your big vision and set up the expectations that match your vision. You want people to work hard and you want people who have grit and determination. So don't be afraid to look for them and to talk about it. Remember that if you start with your vision, then you'll be able to bring people along with the strategy, which is our tools, right? I'm talking strategy. I'm talking about IPA, book club, team calls. Like, we got the tools with Plexus, right? But we can't give big strategy. We can't expect people to do all the things when we don't share that vision first. And we can't give big strategy to people when we're leading small with a vision. It doesn't line up. Why are they going to show up for that? If you feel like you're dragging someone along or they're just not showing up for, IPA, team calls, book club, all these things, maybe these strategies are not lined up with the vision. So maybe we have to circle back and start with the vision again. It's not too late. Go back to the vision, go back to the belief, see what they want out of it. If they don't want a big vision, big belief, then you got to line up with what they want, right? Help them where they're at, help them get their wins that they want. And then you go find those people to link arms that are going to go top with you. They're going to jump off the train if this does not match up. They don't know where they're going or why they're going there. So they're sure as heck not going to hop back on when they fall, right? Why would you get back on? Don't play it small. So, are you ready, friends? Are you coming with us? Vision-driven leaders breathe life into their business. Do you want to breathe life into your business? Breathe some freaking vision into your business, okay? It should excite you. It should motivate you. And that is going to be contagious, right? You're going to share that with other people. If you keep that to yourself, you sure as heck better not be keeping it to yourself. Talk to other people about it, right? Vision-driven leaders know where they're going and they give their people focus and direction, okay? It's not just the vision. We can't stop there. Obviously, the strategy comes. Strategy is action. We have to do the things. We have to do it, like Brittany just said on the last call, compounds daily. It matters. There's lots of key things that matters in this business, but vision is going to be your foundation. You have to start with that. Otherwise, people aren't going to stick with it. Why? Right? Your vision stays alive and active through your words, so keep talking about it. Michael Hyatt also says, just as you have to continually water a plant so that it can grow and thrive, you as a leader will sustain the growth and vitality of your organization by repeating the vision over and over again. It's not a one-time thing. You don't say it once and you're done. Whether that's a new person, whether that's someone who's a higher rank underneath you, whether that's yourself, whatever, you keep talking about it. We're living it together, right? Where it's part of this culture. We're not keeping it to ourselves. We rise by lifting others. So share your vision, lift each other up, guys. That's what I got for you. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. So love you guys. I'm going to stop this.